Welcome to my classes, truck driving made simple. Today we are looking at a very interesting truck. I love this machine. We are looking at Scania P410. Scania P410. Just at the symbol here, this is the symbol for Scania. So today we are looking at Scania on how to operate it. I just want to give you a brief explanation on how to start it. If you want to start moving forward and backward, like to do a reverse and so forth. In my previous video, I was doing about the Iveco Stralis, Iveco Tracker 440 horsepower. Now we are in Scania P410. It has got a 410 horsepower. A truck with the best technology. This is Scania, the truck with the best technology. So I just want to explain a bit of on how these components, how they work, on how you can operate them using this one, even the one which is this side, just a few. And on the dashboard is just appear to be the same with other trucks. It just appeared the same. About the speedometer, the rev counter, and so forth. I won't do so much on explaining on the cluster here, but just to differentiate it with other truck like Iveco or Volvo. I've already explained with Volvo. If you check out on my YouTube, Truck Driving Made Simple, yeah, you can go and check the videos which I've done with a F8W, a Chinese truck, 380 horsepower, J5. I'm remaining to do with other Chinese truck like a Shackman and Sino truck. I've seen most people, they have commented, can you do about the Sino truck? And I'm yet to do about that. But today I just want to explain about the Scania P410. This is the Scania. Wherever you see this symbol, it tells you that it's a Scania. I love this truck. A truck with the best technology. It's very strong. Even the engine, it's very strong. I just love it. Even the way when you are cruising, even the way it moves, yeah, you enjoy this one. This is my favorite. Scania as well as the Volvo. This is my favorite. Okay, we can start. If you see the here on the dashboard, everything which is here, when you compare with the previous truck which I was explaining about, the Iveco Tracker 440, it's quite there's a difference if you check here. I'll start with this one on the Scania. This is a park brake. This is a park brake. Yeah, if you are stopping, you engage this one. This is a park brake. This one is a trailer brake. This one is a trailer brake. If you are descending, then you see that maybe it will be very difficult to control the speed or what. You push this one down. Once you push this one, it's a trailer brake. It will start reducing the speed on the trailer, and once the speed is reduced on the trailer, it will even also reduce the speed on the horse, the truck. And this component here, it's for the lighting system in the cabin. If you see, when I switch on the light, I'll use this component to light on the cabin. This is the component which I use. This is the radio cassette. Yeah, if you want to play music, you use this one. You use this radio cassette for playing music. Yes. Then this one, it's for traction control, or in other truck they call it a differential lock. It's a traction control. Now I won't go so much on explaining now how these, due to time, on how these works like these or these. I'll come and explain in another video. This one for the traction control. Yeah, even these for air con. All these for air con. I won't do so much on explaining them, but perhaps I'll just produce some of the notes, and then if you want to know very much about Scania, yeah, I'll produce some of the notes. Then I think this is the traction control. This is for this side. It's for light. Yeah, there is low beam here. When you place like this, you have switched on the light. Then the park light, it's here. This is the park light. Then this side, it's for the low beam. So when you push this one to this side, it's a low beam light. Then if you want to switch on the high beam, this one should be coupled with this one. This one should be coupled with this one. This one, you push it on top like this. So there is a symbol of high beam there. The blue one there is for the high beam. It's for the high beam. So if you want to switch it off, you place it like this. And even this one, you place it like this. So this is for hazards. This is for hazards. Then we've got the exhaust brake. The exhaust brake. There's an exhaust brake here. This is for exhaust brake. Now this truck, this Scania, has got an exhaust brake. There is also what we call a retarder. This is a retarder. It is also 5 stages retarder. But if you don't want to use this retarder for retardation to reduce the speed, you go with an exhaust brake. This is an exhaust brake. And then down there, this is an automatic. It only has 2 pedals. There is no clutch pedal. This truck, it's an automatic stroke manual. There is no clutch pedal. You only have an accelerator this side on my far right. There is an accelerator this side. There is also a brake pedal here. There is a brake pedal here. So that's how it is. So if you don't want to use this pedal for a brake pedal, there is this one. This one is very, very efficient. I trust this one. Instead of wearing the brakes on the tires, I prefer use this one, because this one, it works with the engine. It reduces the speed on the engine. This one, I trust this one so much. So on the cluster here, I've already explained how the speedometer works. This is a rev counter. This is the speedometer. This is a speedometer. Then this one, it's a fuel gauge. Then this one is for a temperature. And then we have a display there. There is neutral there. Then there is also that that thing which is showing as an hazard there. So when it is red, you need to take into consideration, once you reach at the yard, you report this one, because if it is in red, then there is more like there is a serious fault which might cause a breakdown of this one. That's how it is. But if it is in yellow, yes, you can move, you can even do trips. But once it shows red, when you go to the yard, you open up a job card, they do the general checkup and see what is causing this to become red, what fault is there. That's how it is. Then we come on this one, these 2 buttons. There is resume, there is off. This is what we use for a cruise control. It is used for a cruise control. You remember when I was explaining about the in-vehicle, at the button for a cruise control. Even this one, there is a button, it is there for a cruise control. This one, once you place this one, you engage the cruise control. So when you engage the cruise control, this one, you engage the cruise control. For instance, if you want to move at 60 kilometers per hour, if you want to move at 60 kilometers per hour, you press this button, you engage this one for a cruise control. Then you start using this. There is a positive sign, there is a negative sign. So if you don't want to move into a cruise control, you press off here, then you have deactivated the cruise control. If you want again to activate the cruise control, you press a resume. There is RES, resume, it means resume. So if you are moving at 60 km per hour and then you decide to increase speed on this scania, no need to press on the accelerator if it is moving in a cruise control. Just use this button. When you place a positive sign here, when you press a positive sign, you want to increase the, for instance, if you are moving at 60 km per hour, then you want to move at 70 km per hour, you just press this sign here, positive sign. A positive sign, you engage until the speed reaches at 70 km per hour, and then you stop pushing this positive sign. If you want to reduce the speed, if it was moving at 70 km per hour, then you want to go at 60, then you push this one. You push this one down, you reduce the speed. Then there is also this button here. Now this button, it is used for descending the hill. Yeah, it is used for descending the hill. If you have seen this, there is a symbol for a slope and a track there. So this one, it's a downhill speed. It is a downhill speed. So if you decided to go with a downhill speed like 50 km per hour, and then you want to increase the speed, you just press a positive. It's only work for a downhill speed, this one. Yeah. Other like new tracks, all these components they work. All these components they work. Now, I also want to talk about the gear selector. This track, it is you can move it in a manual. It can also move into, or it can also be driven into an automatic. So that's how it is. So suppose if you switch it on like this, you switch it on, this track is on neutral. If you see there is double N there, that double N means neutral. That double N means neutral. Then there is it is saying like coordinator malfunction. No wonder I was saying that when you go, there is a component which is malfunctioning here. It is showing coordinator malfunction, and then there is that symbol for a triangle for a awning. Yeah. So I love this track. Have you seen the display there? If I want to check the information on this track, the fuel consumption, the settings, the person settings, the data information on this track, I use these arrows here. For a menu, it's a menu. So I've pressed it's a menu. There is the host, there is a trip information which is showing the road, even the settings. You see? This is Scania. So that's how it is. So I want to start up, check up there. I can go like this. I'll check the clutch disc. The rev of the clutch disc, it is showing 80% there. Have you seen even the mileage? So if I want to go back, I'll press this one. It is I'll go back. It's on the menu. Then I go on the awnings there. If I want to check the awnings which are there, I'll press. It is showing the coordinator malfunction. That is the awning which is there. And once we reach to the yard, we need to do the general check and to work on these things which is malfunctioning here. So I go back. That is the awning which is there. Then the trip meter. There's a trip meter. There is trip 2, trip 3. I can also put the pin code there. I can put the pin code. Then there is also what we call personal settings. I'll just press like this. I'll put the language there. The language, if I want, I can choose English. Yes. contrast, dimming left gear, clock, all these. Economy field, inspection info. This is Scania. It will show all those things. A truck with the best technology. Then I'll go to vehicle settings. Yeah, on the vehicle setting, if I want, I can choose a gear which I want to be starting with. If I want, I can say gear 3. If I want, I can say gear 4. If I want, I can say gear 1. Like this is. If I want, I'll say, okay, there is auto there. There is gear 1. If I want, I can choose a starting gear like gear 1, gear 2, gear 3. Yeah, all these are low gears. So the starting gear, if I choose to start with gear 2, it will be starting with gear 2. No matter where it is stationed, whichever, whether it is on the uphill, on the downhill, it will start with gear 2. That is the starting gear. That's how Scania is. Now here, it is already engaged in auto. It is already engaged in auto. It is in auto. So it will just sense the gear which it wants to start with. That is Scania, the starting gear there. Then we go to vehicle data. Yeah, if I want to check the running hours, the VIN, the chassis number, if I want to check, this is the chassis number. If I want to check the chassis number, yeah, I go in the VIN. So that is how Scania is. Yeah, this is Scania, a truck with the best technology. You enjoy operating this one. You enjoy operating this. So there is also this. This is the bar. Pressure is measured in bars. Most of the time, air pressure is measured in bars. So these are the bars showing the air pressure which is in the tanks of the truck. Yeah, because if you want to start a truck, there is a certain pressure where it's supposed to be. You can't just start moving with a truck without reaching that certain air pressure. If it is below 6, even if you engage gear 1, 2, the truck won't start moving until it is beyond 6. So this is the air pressure. This is the air pressure. Then there is a fuel consumption. There is this fuel consumption, 1.9 liters per hour. So this is the fuel consumption. The turbo charging pressure, it is showing. The turbo, the battery voltage, it is showing. That's how Scania is. Now, if I want to engage the gear, I'll adjust the steering. There is a steering adjuster here. There is a button. If you want this steering to be adjusted, to go like this, there is a button and then you lock it like this. I've locked it. If I want to adjust it, I'll put it like this. I'll press that button and then I'll lock it like this. That's how it is. That's how it is. So I'll lock it like this. I've locked it. Then this component here, it is used for retarder, 5 stages retarder. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 5. That's how it is. It's a retardation. If you don't want to use the exhaust brake, if you want to avoid the brake pedal there, you use this. Very, very effective. I enjoy using this one. And then this is the gear selector. This is the gear selector. It is showing neutral there. It is showing neutral. If you check on the display, it is showing neutral there. So if I want to start moving forward, I'll push this one. I'll push this car thing here. This one, and then I'll do like this. Have you seen? It has engaged. This is gear 2. This is gear 2 on Scania. This is gear 2. Then neutral. I'll push it inside like this, and then I'll rotate it like this. Then it comes on neutral. Then if I want to do reverse, again, I'll press it like this, and then push it backwards like this. Then reverse, it's there. That is the reverse. So this is how Scania is. So I'll put it on neutral like this. So if I want to drive in manual, I'll put it on drive like this. Have you seen? It is showing A2. Now if I want to drive it in manual, there is also another button this side. There is also another button. Then I'll press it like this. Have you seen? It has changed to M. That one shows manual. So, and once it shows manual, you'll be using this, the one which is used for retardation, to engage the gears. It will go like this. This is gear 3, gear 4, gear 5, gear 6. Then to subtract the gears, again you push it downwards, downward, downward, downward. That's how it is. Then I'll place it automatic. Then it's on the automatic. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Join me in the next video when I'll start doing another track or on how to move with it. You can enjoy this track. My name's Owner Gift Chola. Thank you very much for watching.